Yo, 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 yo. It's Terrell, Hall of Fame, D-Line, TBKC, and all that sweet, beautiful, wonderful shit. All right, man. Another one of these, I guess. But the look, the ABKC Nationals. Like I said, I make so many videos. Maybe I address this. I get in the box when y'all ask these questions. Now I understand that this y'all get it out your way. Like I told y'all, I'm not answering any more questions about those people or whatever the case may be after the first of the year. So the Nationals and the attendance thing. Look, the attendance has been dropping for years at Nationals. Let's just be realistic. It's a reason why, and I do think I mentioned this on a previous video, but it's a reason why when you see people who are doing their pictures and stuff of that nature, you see that there's a reason as to why it is that these people can take a picture and nobody's in the background. Nobody's in the background for one particular reason. There's nobody there. The reason that you'll have Dave Wilson go out and make a video and talk about, the disease and everything else is the reason that no, it's not. The reason why they were trying to force people to buy booths to be able to show their dogs and different things is because it's just not great attendance. The dog world has seen the attendance drop over the years, and I think a lot of it has been, the lack of competition. And what I mean by that is oftentimes we know who's going to win the show beforehand. A lot of people have been upset with what they've been seeing win in the dog ring. This year, my favorite has been, what's his name, King Kong. To see a dog that's built like that winning a grand championship has pissed a lot of people off. People, the true dog enthusiasts just don't support this anymore. And by them not supporting this, it has become a thing where the breed is getting smaller and smaller. The support is getting smaller and smaller. The people are getting smaller and smaller with this particular breed. And let me say, it's not that people don't no longer support it. They just don't support the show scene the way that they have. People have been voicing their opinion about the show scene for a lot of years now. And the thing of it is that the voices them voicing their opinion has not been heard. The cries have not been heard. The words that have been coming out have not been heard. It's not to say that all judges are bad. Some of their judges I really, really like, and when I see what they pick. But when you have meetings and they're pushing a certain agenda for what they want people to breed, it's that way. Things are going to happen. Bad things are going to happen. People are going to feel alienated. Certain people feel great because everything is being targeted towards them. But what you have is, and this is like just basic math, the American bullies that we like, right? The more clean, still very muscular, but more, more athletic, healthier type of American bully. The non-bulldog American bully, let's call it that. That's the dog that built the breed. That's the dog that made the breed famous worldwide throughout the years. That's the foundation of this breed. When you turn your back on that, you lose a lot of people. It's just that simple. It happened with the Remy Line Kennel Club where they thought, and I'll just say thought because I don't know what that is with that, but when they thought that Fabian was moving towards a more bulldog style of thing, the whole thing fell apart and they got off to a good start. The ABKC has seen similar things to where you went from a point where the ABKC show scene was flourishing pretty good to a constant decline throughout the years, because as more nonsense was being allowed, you know what I mean, you lost more and more people. You lost, people when you brought in the Merles. You lost people when you started allowing exotic blood. You lost people, in many different ways. And the more the more you allowed things that this community, the foundation of this community stood on and that they were actually against, it became a thing to where, people just didn't want to deal with this community. And a lot of these things have been moral issues, to the fact of, like I say, the obvious mixing of the dogs, to the health problems, to the bad conformation dogs that are being allowed to win, to a lot of different things, and it has broken down the community over the years, and people will try to deny it and say, oh yeah, everything's great. But I mean, you guys see the reason why that there's an argument. The reason why that I'm the most talked about person on their page is that when you look at it from this aspect, they talk about me all the time for one reason, is because I'm shining a light on the bullshit that they're doing. I'm not lying on them. I'm not lying about the bad breathing. I'm not lying about the mixing. I'm not lying about dogs dying young. None of what I'm saying is a lie. It's actually very, very true, and you can look it up. So the thing of it is why they've made me a target, why they always are on my page, and the reason why they're so defensive, why you've got Dave Wilson, multi-millionaire, big-time show guy, you know, all of this shit that he says he is and proclaims to the world, still making posts trying to take shots at me and other people, is because in his lane it's so uncomfortable in that right now. A king does not take shots, you know, if he's on top of his shit and taking care of the community. So they feel threatened because the truth is starting to catch up with them. They are not happy about the ABKC Nationals or the way that the shows are going. This is one of the reasons why they're sort of lashing out with words like, you guys need to bring in better dogs. You guys need to come out to these shows and really support. You don't hear companies that are doing well start to get on people about not showing up. You don't see Nationals where the show is still has booths all the way up to the day that it's time there. You know, that shit used to be sold out months in advance. The community is losing traction, and a lot of it has to do with the controversy behind the health of the dogs. You know what I mean? So we look at it for what it is, and hopefully it gets better. But like I told you guys, it's not a controversy anymore at all. It probably never should have been. It's just some people are deciding to go their own way to make a better way, and you know, they're free to continue to do things the way that they want to do them. And it's obvious that we don't like what they're doing, and they don't like what we have to say about what they're doing, and we're not going to come to an agreement on that. But real American bullies that have been rejected by other registries and other places will be welcome to come over and do their thing. And I promise you, like I said, guys, if this is not done, if 2024 is not the TBKC year, you will never hear me say it again. I'm that confident. Things are lined up. We're in a good place. So now it's just time to make it happen, and we're working on that currently. And for the real American bully people, we're gonna create a nice place for y'all to come out and kick it, and get a chance to compete against some other really solid breeds, get some seminars and different things of that nature. We're not expecting our shows to be the biggest in the world, but we are expecting the highest of quality, and that's all that we can say. The numbers for these shows will be built back up when the trust in the community is built back up. When the trust from people that they can come out to a show and fairly compete without nonsense. When you get those things rolling, everything will pop off the right way. But with all that being said, man, hopefully we get to do it live sometime soon. Tomorrow, if I don't have to do any work. Just for whatever reason, y'all know my situation with internet. It's been like very stormy out here, and even the most easy calls are not working. So we'll see how it goes, man. But until next time, y'all, God bless y'all. Much love. Peace.